Hey beautiful moon magic super souls, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you're sort of already part of this community, and welcome to anyone new. So in today's readings, the image you're seeing here, okay, is a Beltane image. I mean, this is actually to do with a pack of cards that I'm currently working on myself, one of my own illustrations. But Beltane is a festival of fire. It's a festival of fertility, and it's the turning point, or the midpoint, here in the northern hemisphere. It's the midpoint between the spring equinox and the summer solstice, and it is about, traditionally, the sacred marriage of Father Sky with Mother Earth, and it's traditionally known as a time when the veil is thin and we can connect far more easily with those members of our families or our loved ones who have passed to the other side. Traditionally, this is known as a time when the veil is very, very thin. It's a time also of a reconnection or a heightened connection, say, between ourselves and our own earthiness, our own sensuality, our own sexuality, our intuition as well. And so because of all of these elements that come into this midpoint between the equinox and the solstice, if you're in the southern hemisphere, you will be celebrating Samhain, the festival of Samhain. It's of course a midpoint as well, and it's also a festival of fire. It's a festival of fertility as well. This is a festival of fertility that celebrates what is to come, and so it's loaded with optimism and new beginnings. Samhain is a festival that is loaded with also what's to come, but what are we bringing in from the harvest? All the energy and the efforts that we have been investing in our manifestations, what's coming into us in a harvest, whereas this is what are we creating. So those are the kind of differences, but still a festival of fire. And our readings, because I happen to be here in the northern hemisphere, are today going to be linking into this midpoint, the time when the veil is thin, and we are going to be asking very specifically what blessings, what new beginnings, what opportunities are being brought to you at this midpoint of optimism and fertility. And we are asking very specifically for guidance and advice with a connection to your loved ones who have passed and are on the other side. So messages coming through from those on the other side. So that's kind of what our readings are about today. And I have got some really, really beautiful earth cards to use today, a variety of cards that connect very, very strongly to the earth and to Celtic traditions. This is the Dreams of Gaia tarot. This is the pack we're going to use just to draw 3 cards to guide you into our readings. Let me move my image of my Beltane, my early stages of a Beltane card for you. Let's put that out of the way. And let's draw those 3 cards. I'm kind of also hearing we're going to draw also right at this beginning stage of our readings 3 runes with every card, also to help to guide you in. So let's see what we are shown. And also I'm going to bring in a crystal, really hearing that earth energy, the crystal energy coming in as well, for those of you that just like to tune in with the crystals as well. So may we please, that is reading 1. May we please have some cards to guide into our 3 readings. Okay, that's going to be reading 2. I'll leave it turned over for a moment. And there is our reading 3. Okay. So for reading 1, we have the card of the journey. Okay. For reading 2, we have the card of faith. And for reading 3, we have emotion and intellect. Okay, let's draw some runes as well. Okay, and then I will get the crystals for you as well. Okay, so 3 runes for reading 1. We have the rune of strength, We have the rune of constraint. And we have the rune of journey. Oh, wow. Journey and journey. Okay. You just couldn't write this stuff, could you? I love it. I just love the way the cards and the runes really speak and have a voice. Okay. Reading number 2, you have the rune of harvest. You have the rune of separation, Othilla. This is also sometimes the rune of inheritance. And we have Hagalaz, disruption. This is a bit like Uranus, the Great Awakener. Then we have, for reading 3, we have the rune of wholeness. Okay, we have the rune of joy. And we have the rune of movement. Manas. Okay, so I think I'm just going to get the crystals for you now. So our crystals for reading number 1, they're all really earthy coloured today. So this is a piece of raw tiger eye. You see that? It's got kind of quite like lines running through it. Okay. So tiger eye is a stone that is associated with bringing good luck to the wearer. So it's like a talisman stone. And it's also said to aid us at times of transition. So bringing good luck to the wearer. So let's place that stone just, well, perhaps just there. Or maybe here. That'll do. Okay, we then have, for reading 2, we have honey calcite. This is a stone that is associated, a crystal. It's associated actually with Archangel Gabriel. It's associated with leadership. It's a stone that really helps you to step up, to find courage, to connect with fluent communication, to say how it is. Okay, so that's what this crystal looks like. And again, very earthy colours. And our last crystal is aragonite. Can you see this? So aragonite forms naturally like this, really beautiful. And aragonite is literally a stone, a crystal that is known as having a really profound connection to the earth. This is like an earth goddess stone here. Okay, so that is for reading number 3. Okay, I'll leave that there. Beautiful souls, the timestamps, as always, are in the description box, and I will put them in a pinned comment for phone users as well. And I will also be listing the cards and the runes that I'm using as well. So if you want to find the names of any of them, they'll be in there for you. And I'll leave the video running just for a few moments longer. Sometimes I know, you can press the pause button if you wish to, but sometimes it's really nice just to have it flowing without the, the little bit that YouTube pops up whenever you put anything on pause. So I'll leave it running for just a few moments. Just listen to your intuition and see where it leads you. Super souls, I will see you in the readings. Tons of love. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. I want to just tell you that my ears are ringing dramatically, loudly, which is really interesting just as we begin your reading. And we'll see what relevance maybe that brings, what's coming through here. We're needing to hear something. It's ringing true, or it's something is going to ring true for you. Yeah, or there is like a loud... What's the noise I'm thinking of? When they ring the bells in celebration. Ringing something in. Ringing in the changes. That's what I'm hearing. Ringing in the changes. So you have the talisman energy of Tiger Eye, which brings good luck to the wearer, particularly during times of transition. You have Rado, the rune of journey, and the card of journey. And we're seeing 2 different distinct pathways here being shown to us. Interestingly, both pathways, are looking to be transformational. There is a dragonfly. We have a butterfly here and a dragonfly here. Butterflies are about transformation and dragonflies are about seeing through the illusion. How interesting that there's a kind of either two different pathways. You might be taking two pathways simultaneously. The rune of journey. We have the rune of constraint as well, Nathes. Now this is for me a really interesting energy. Sometimes it requires patience. We have to find the patience to navigate the changes or to see clearly the way forward. It also sometimes kind of implies that there's a period of time when we may not appear to be moving forwards, but actually we are. It's like there are things that have to be attended to in order to make that transition possible. It's with this rune, sometimes there is a message. It says, it's like a saying, when fishermen can't go to sea, they mend their nets. So just because something isn't moving forwards in a dramatically obvious, like you're nearing the end goal kind of a way, it doesn't mean that there isn't work to be done. Sometimes this is about attending to the details so that we can, with Rado, remove any obstacles that could be in the way of the progress you desire. What is absolutely certain for me in your reading already, beautiful souls, is that whatever changes we are ringing in, the universe supports you. The universe has your back on this one. You know, Uras, the rune of strength. This is symbolized by like an oxen. You know, the power of the ox, the ability to make something real, to move it forwards, to plow a field. You know, if you dug a field over, it would take you a year by hand, but with an oxen and, you know, a plow, you could plow that in just a day or two. But it requires still really strong, steady connection where we can't whiz round and do it quickly. This is not a quick fix. There's something around an emergence of something, a transition. I'm not seeing it as being a quick fix, but I'm seeing it as something substantial. Okay, so we are asking particularly as well, we are calling upon guidance from those who love and guide you on the other side for information about what blessings, what renewed optimism, what fertility is coming into your life. What are you going to receive, or indeed what are you going to work on, I feel like, with this reading for you, pile one. Let's draw more cards and see what we are shown. So this is a beautiful animal pack. I say animals and herbs. We have here the Ram and Dahlia, determination. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. This is this energy of perseverance. Even if it feels as though something is not emerging as quickly as you would like, just keep on going. Really keep on going. What is transpiring? May we ask something of the alchemy of the transformative process. I'll bring those cards in. I feel that there's another from this pack too, actually. May we please ask, is there another card from this pack for pile one, please? May we ask, is there another card from this pack for pile one? Information from the other side, a message from the other side, that's the one. Ah. Okay, so the message from the other side, Earth's heart. Oh, this is someone who really loves you. Oh, and I say that in the present tense. I really do, because we could say they're on the other side, they loved you. But oh my goodness me, they are still loving you. It's like, even though they've passed, look at the blackness, even though, you know, you could say literally, they had to, you know, they are buried in a sense. But my goodness me, they are holding light for you, holding healing. Look at this green energy, holding healing for you. And can you see around the edge of this, the layers that come from this love, there's kind of like nuggets of gold here that haven't yet come to harvest. Can you see the layer around the edge is like, looks like the weavings of, you know, like corn dollies they were called, where you weave the corn into particular shapes. I mean, this is all about harvest yet to come. This person wants you to know that they really believe in you. Okay, really strong connection there. They love you and they really believe in you. There's something that maybe you are either hesitant about, or maybe you're even just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, like the thing that you want to move forwards with, like it won't move forwards. Maybe you're having a bit of wobble, a bit of self-doubt, you know, like this, the way that these things come in waves, and you're like, you know, I don't really know whether I can do this, or will this work out, or is it worth the investment? And they are really saying to you, look, you are worth the investment. You are worth the investment, and there is something that you are wanting to bring forth, some sort of harvest, but it will require time and patience. And be methodical. Here we have the moon. Okay, and we have Saturn. Yeah, you're wanting, or you are actually physically trying to move something forwards in your life. And I think you're really, it's a challenge actually for you to move something forwards at the moment. I think it probably feels a bit like you're going one step, you know, what's the saying, isn't it? 3 steps forwards, or 1 step forwards, 2 steps back, or something. Gosh, all these little sayings coming through. I will say to you, this person, they were a little bit jokey on occasions, you know, a little bit rascally. They could be a little bit of a rascal in their humour. But my goodness me, amongst that humour, they would sometimes come out with a little gem or a little nugget of wisdom. And I think sometimes people didn't always take their nuggets of wisdom seriously because they were a bit of a joker. But actually, particularly after they passed, I think people really realised that this person made a significant contribution in these little nuggets of wisdom. Okay, just voicing this as it comes through. Yeah, absolutely. I won't say they were a Jekyll and Hyde as well, but they were a bit of a dark horse in a strange way. They had quite a lot to say, but I think sometimes the way they said it might not always have reached, I want to say reached welcome ears. It's not that it wasn't welcome. In some ways, they were a little bit ahead of their time, you know. And so, although they could have a captive audience, they didn't always. You'll know who this is for those of you with this very particular individual coming through here today. You will know who that is for you. Yeah, very strong characteristics. Very strong, yeah, very, very strong characteristics. A little bit forceful sometimes, but kind of also, yeah, they had a determination in them. So, you know, that would have come out. I'm kind of, again, hearing different people coming through, but with similar characteristics of knowing their own mind, really. Knowing their own mind. Had very strong values. Not always able to put those values across. Not always able to have the voice they wanted. Now, the messages coming through, they really believe in you. They are really asking you to persevere, to be determined. You yourself have a nugget to bring forth, several indeed, I would suggest. They are really encouraging you to reflect upon your own wisdom here. To recognise that you have the answers within you. I think maybe they see some reticence, hesitation, sometimes a little bit of overworking in your mind going on here that actually ultimately constrains you. You know, I think you can be somebody who could tangle themselves in knots a little bit. And this person is saying to you, look, I believe in you and I know that you have the answers in you. You know, you're tangling yourself unnecessarily. They're saying it in the kindest, most gentle way possible. What they're saying is, you know, you kind of sometimes have to cut through that, please excuse my language, but I want to say that verbal diarrhea. Please forgive me. You'll know there's a bit of a rascally energy in this person. And I mean, now they can just say it. It's kind of, sorry, but it's just, they're like, come on, there's too much drivel going on in your mind. I think actually, in all honesty as well, because there are several people coming through here, but they're sharing these characteristics, which is why they're coming through in this reading. I can tell you this room is absolutely freezing. It's just the temperature has dropped, and you know I get this. You know, all the hairs on my body stand on end, but you know, you are so welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you so much, all of you. And I do feel many. I'm sure, I know you guys are a very intuitive bunch of people. You'll be feeling them. Many coming through. So literally waves coming in. Really, you are so welcome. So some of them, they were a bit rascally in there, and they also knew, I think, because they sometimes had trouble speaking their own mind. Okay, there's sort of quite a strong connection because of the message they want to give you, because they weren't always able to express themselves fully or really say what they wanted to say for a variety of reasons. And so I think they kind of therefore have a really good understanding of what it's like to sometimes be overworking things, because you're not actually able to say something or to act on it. And they're kind of really giving you this message and really saying to you, look, we really believe in you. You know, this is it. It's really clear. I love you. I believe in you. You can do this. And there's also a sense of some of them saying actually as well, I'm sorry I couldn't voice clearly enough how I really felt about you. That's coming through as well. You knew that they loved you. For some, it was really apparent, but for others, they were of a generation or, you know, of their own circumstances that made it harder to voice this. Now, what they're saying is, very clearly, you are in a space of mega transition. They're asking you to sort of almost like to remove your own obstacles. It's not so much that you're blocked by external circumstances. I'm not saying that there won't be stuff going on around you that can feel like it's not moving forwards, but they're really pointing out that the key to the progression here is actually something that you can do within you, in terms of, you know, you can't necessarily affect all of your outside circumstances. Other people are involved, you know, you have free will and conscious choice, but you know what, so does everybody else, you know, that's the deal. What they are saying, though, very clearly, very clearly, do the bit that you can do. Remove the obstacles from within you that are stopping you from moving through and finding something out, finding that nugget, bringing it forth. And they do want you to take really quite solid action here. You know, it's not just a question of sort of dreaming it, it's a question of doing it. It's like, and in terms of obstacles within you, it's like meditate, be aware of the obstacles within you, and then remove them. It's like if you're thinking about taking action and wanting to move forwards with something, dream about it, think about it, create a vision board, then take action. They're really solidly saying you kind of have to do something as well as actually just dream about it, as well as just think about it. Whether that's an action in the external world or whether it's actually the internal stuff. And that's what the pathways are showing here. We've got the butterfly of transformation sitting in the shadow side of the two pathways, and this is the internal work, the stuff within you that is possibly stopping you from transforming. You need to remove those inner obstacles, and of course with the dragonfly of illusion, they're kind of saying, look, this is all possible. You know, don't assume that you can't do something, because there is a pathway here opening for you. So the blessings that are coming to you, how interesting. The messages are very clear for you from the other side. But what are the blessings that are coming to you? What's this optimism? What's this? I feel excited. It's really interesting. There is a tingling around. So I'm going to draw from several different tarot packs. Let's draw a couple of cards from each. See what we have here. Maybe, thank you. I was about to say, may we have, and we have. Okay, let's have a little look at these cards. Okay, so we have the card of Justice, first of all, and the Hanged Man. How interesting. Okay, I think I'll place those here. The card of Justice, the card of the Hanged Man. We have the card of Temperance and the Eight of Cups. Okay, this is becoming clearer, much, much clearer for you. And then we have Ace of Vessels, the Waters of Life, and Knight of Bows, Fox. Okay, I think I may need to move those along just a teensy little bit to make enough space to really see all our cards. Can we do that? Is that working? Yes, it is. Fantastic. I think it's really interesting that you have the Ace of Vessels, which is the Ace of Cups, and then you have the Knight of Bows. I think what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to not read about this card, but I want to read to you from the book that this comes from. It's just a passage where they talk about, bear with me. Okay, bear with me. Here we go, Suit of Bows. It's just that they have really beautiful quotes at the beginnings of each of the sets of cards. So Suit of Bows, destiny is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for, it is a thing to be achieved. William Jennings Bryant. This is the quotation. Position on the wheel, and this really interests me. The season of summer moving from Beltane through midsummer to Lammas. Okay, so we're being shown a period of time in which we could say new love is coming your way. I would venture to say, I think if you have actually lost a partner, whenever that was, however long ago that was, if you lost someone and you thought that that person was your one and only true soulmate, they are coming through to tell you that they love you, they will always love you, but that it is time to love again. Yeah, life is to be lived. You know, destiny is made by choice. They're wanting to give you that possibility. Now, that message will only be for some of you, but it's come through very strongly, and therefore I voice it. It's like with the card of Justice and the Hanged Man. They're kind of saying to you, look, you can't remain stuck forever. And it saddens them to see you sort of not living to the fullest, not embracing life. Now, that's a hard thing to hear if you are still so strongly connected to someone who you believed was potentially the one and only for you. And this is only a message for some of you. Many are coming through, and I'm feeling that presence. I will channel as many messages as I'm able to hear clearly for you. But this is a very clear message for some of you. And the blessing, and I do think we're being given a time scale for all of you for the blessing that's being brought to you at this point where the earth sort of almost stands still, I think, for a moment and takes a deep breath as we move to the new. The message is sometime between now and into the summer solstice and a little bit beyond, moving towards Lammas, the festival of Lammas, which is the early harvest, the first harvest. They are saying that new love will be available to you. Someone will be coming in, and they're asking you to be ready to receive this. Eight of Cups. It's a card where we move away from something by choice. And look at the moon here and the moon here. We go from a full moon where emotions are heightened. And often if you are in any process of grieving, you'll find your emotions are much more intense around the full moon. The crescent moon is about moving towards the new. It's the time after the new moon when we start to get going again. And we just have this imagery of a crescent moon walking through the emotions, finding your way through and out the other side. Whenever you lost this person, for some of you, I think it was recent-ish, relatively recent. For others, it could have been quite a long time ago, but somehow you've never quite been able to feel that you could have that love fully again. There are blocks within you, and your person, that's the best way of saying it, your person is saying, look, the time is here to bring your life back into balance, where you can have love. Absolutely have love. So this is between now, Beltane, and the period of moving through the solstice and towards Lammas. So we've got a period of time when love will be offered to you again, and they are asking you to open your arms and receive it. Okay, so that's one set of messages for some of you. Be strong, remove those resistances. Now it's interesting, other messages coming through from the other side as well. You see, for some of you, the procrastination is, what I would say is whatever messages, whatever area of your life are coming through, they're sort of saying it's also time for you, for some of you, to actually make a choice to bring your own life back into balance, okay? To take charge of what you actually see. Back to, we were picking up a message earlier about hearing, not being able to have a voice. And this person, for some of you, really, your person really understands what it's like not to be able to express themselves in a way that means people can hear them. I think there will be an opportunity for you to literally to move somewhere, to journey somewhere, to maybe live somewhere different, to take a new opportunity that you're going to love, something that is much more harmonious for you. But again, it's like taking a leap, moving to a new area, literally journeying to a different area. And again, that offer, I think, is going to come in, and they're kind of encouraging you to weigh up your options. Don't be bound by any form of procrastination. Weigh up your options, and they're really encouraging you to do what is right for you. And they're also encouraging you to follow your heart, rather than doing maybe what you should, you know, the shoulds and the shouldn'ts, what you should or shouldn't do based on sort of logic. They're asking you actually to listen to your intuition and to listen to your emotions, rather than necessarily, you know, evaluate the information, take your time. The rune of constraint, cross the T's, dot the I's. When fishermen can't go to sea, they mend their nets. But do the option when you have some choices available to you, and there will be some choices made available to you. They're encouraging you to pursue whatever is going to make you the happiest, not necessarily what you logically think would be right for you, okay? Do what's going to make you happy, because you're needing to be revitalized again. What they're also saying is, just because there isn't an offer immediately available to you, some of you may have either been let down, or an offer didn't come through, or you thought it was going to and then it wasn't quite what you wanted. It is coming, and again we have that timing. Sometime between now and the solstice, and then in towards Lammas, if we are in the northern hemisphere. But anyway, from now for the next few months, where are we looking at? We are now in so from now through till August, if we think of it in calendar months, between now and August, the offer will show up, the opportunity will come to you. And there will be an opportunity to move away from something that currently is feeling as though it's restricting you. So remain determined. You know, hold on to that space of know that the transformation will come, the timing will be right, just because it's not immediately there. Look at this card. You know, there are these pathways, but this person is looking the other way. They are coming, they are in the future. It's just that, you know, there'll come a point when you kind of almost like turn around and it's right in front of you. But again, two choices potentially, two choices. And also just coming back to that message that came through right at the start, you know, this person, your person, saying to you, look, I believe in you. For some, you're waiting for an opening, and that often will come. For other people, you're working at something. You have the ability to bring something forth, a real nugget that's kind of very unique to you. You know, the dahlia it's very interesting because the dahlia is also known as the queen of the autumn garden, and it's a flower that perseveres. It stays longer, comes into its beautiful form, and then it's like the pride of the garden. So again, the timings, you know, between now and coming through into sort of August, the end of August, where we then begin to move from sort of summer into fall. It's an autumn time. You are being asked to persevere. They're saying, look, I believe in you. You're working on something. And for some of you, it's really quite a big project, but it requires attention to detail. And it's interesting, I think, and for some of you, maybe there's a little bit more learning. There's more you have to see with the Hanged Man. Part of the completion of this project, I'll use the metaphor of writing a book. There's still a bit more research to do. It's like if you know your storyline, but you want to make it, let's say you're writing something and it's set in history, it's like there's a need to go off and research some newspapers of the time and bring in some extra information that was absolutely for real in the time that you're writing your book. So somehow it gives it a greater depth and an anchor point in history. I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm just trusting this will be really relevant to at least one or two of you, actually. This connection to research where you bring something in that creates an anchor point that fleshes out or gives greater credibility to what you're doing. There's learning, there's additions to come to you, things you're needing to see that will make this transformation, they'll make it blossom, come to life in a bigger way. It's like the book would be more successful, or the series of stories you're writing, the film would be more successful, the project, it will be more successful because there are further components to add, and you need that knowledge and time. So it's like, yeah, for sure, you can't launch it right now because it isn't complete, it's not finished. Don't lose faith. Keep going. This is happening. Get really clear with the information that you can be shown. More can come in here and be integrated almost as it were into the build. And your person is saying to you, look, I believe in you. What you are doing is worthy of doing. And for sure, it may be a few more months before it reaches its place of fruition. But there's learning and more information to come. So do that research. When fishermen can't go to sea, they mend their nets. They are attending to something. So when they do go out to sea, their nets are watertight. Their product is amazing. Their book is fantastic. It's going to skyrocket because you've covered every base here. Okay, so that is a clear message coming through for some of you from your person. Beautiful souls, I feel that your reading is coming to a completion. It's funny, I'm seeing so many arriving, all saying, I love you. I always love you. I love you. I couldn't always say it. It's coming through again. For some people, there was somebody who just couldn't verbalize it. And they really understand how tangled we can get in our own mind. This is a beautiful reading. There is a depth and a warmth, and I really feel many coming through, but clear messages. I hope that the metaphors I've used are reaching you in your unique circumstances, and that the message from your loved one is clear to you, on top of that primary message of saying I love you, I believe in you, which is so, so, so loud and clear. You are undergoing a major period of transition, of trying to find your footing into a new pathway. And it has not been easy for you, and there's really constant validation. I feel like they're all standing there with their thumbs up going, yeah, we get this, we see this, we know this, we're with you, we're rooting for you. It's just, whew, yes, all the hairs on my body are standing on end again. Yeah, this is absolutely, they really are. It's like they're trying to say everything that they couldn't perhaps have said when they were here. It feels very emotional, actually, very, very emotional. Just like the tiger eye, they watch over you like a tiger. They walk alongside you in the dark and you don't see them, but they're there, rooting for you, keeping an eye out for you, holding you in green healing energy every day, wishing you love, abundance, the best, even if they couldn't have offered it to you, shown it to you, fully supported you in the way that they might have wanted. They are rooting for you in the best possible way. Beautiful souls, this is your reading. I am sending you all the love in the world. Do have an amazing day of celebration on Beltane. It's traditionally celebrated around the 1st of May. Whenever you find these readings, they'll be right for you. Take time, connect with your person. They absolutely adore you, and they really wish you to get out and live life to the absolute fullest and have the very best of everything possible. Tons and tons of love, super souls. If there are any sort of relevant links and things that may be valuable to you, I will put them in the description box and also the pinned comment. And I will just say I do have a huge free library. It's called the A to Z of Emotional Health, and it is a massive resource. The reason I voice it to you, I don't necessarily use readings to publicize all the stuff that I do, but there is a section in there about bereavement. If there's a couple of pages within that library that talk through the process of grieving, the process of bereavement, the different stages, and there's a page of like bite-sized videos. They're just a few minutes long, but you know, if that is helpful to you at this time, please do check that out. It's a completely free resource. It will always be free. It is there to share information about, you know, the psychology, the emotional stuff that, you know, when we understand it, navigating life and transition can be so much easier. Just the understanding helps us to maintain our balance when things, you know, feel a little bit wobbly. So I am sending you all the love in the world, super souls, and I look forward to seeing you again for some more readings. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you'd like to get notification of anything as soon as I post it. Tons and tons of love. Hey, pile 2, you have the card of faith, you have the rune of harvest, Jira, you have Othilla, separation, and Hagalas, the rune of disruption, but also the great awakener. And you have honey calcite, leadership. How interesting. I feel like you're biding your time. Something's coming to a fruition or coming to a head, or yeah, you're biding your time in some way. Let's draw more cards. We are asking for information from your loved ones or a loved one on the other side. What major blessings are coming through to you? What messages do they wish to give you? And what blessings are coming into your life? May we please have some information, guidance for reading number 2. My beautiful pile 2 people. Okay. Let's draw from this pack as well. May we have cards to guide us, information for pile 2, please, for my beautiful pile 2 people. May we have information and guidance, please. May we have information and guidance, please, for pile 2. May we have one more card, please. Okay, it's actually that one. Okay, well, let's move our cards along and see what we have. So let's put our runes up there. Beautiful card of faith. How stunning. And honey calcite. Also Archangel Gabriel this is associated with. So you have the rooster and the sunflower. This is about harvest, and you have the rune of harvest. How interesting. Sangus, blood. Okay. This came through. Earth's heart. This is so beautiful. This came through in reading number 1. And the moment it came through, I just knew that someone, a person for you on the other side is there saying, I love you. I love you. I'm rooting for you. I'm watching over you. But this is interesting. We have autumn, again, harvest, a time of harvest. We have tin and we have blood. Okay. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Okay. Okay, my beautiful souls, there is something going on around you that you're finding quite tough. I feel like it's a bit like blood has been spilt somehow. To be honest, super souls, and I feel really sad voicing it, and I'm really sorry that you are experiencing this, but there is something around you, quite honestly, I think that has pushed you to, it's like blood has been spilt, it's pushed you to your breaking point almost. I think you're holding on to yourself, you're keeping it together, and there's big respect coming through here. Yeah, there's a real, do you know this person, it's not just a sense of your person on the other side saying to you, look, I love you. It's different. What they're actually saying is, look, I respect the way you have kept this together. There's a lot of respect coming through here. Really big respect. What they are also saying to you is, look, this will come to an end. Have faith. You're going to come through this. You will kind of get the outcome that you want. There's a massive, respect is the right word. Blood's been spilt, and I do think you felt quite crushed. You felt quite really pushed to your breaking point quite a lot. And it's affected you as well, because I always think with the tin card, it's like the not the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I always keep saying this. I always get them muddled. But Dorothy and the Tin Man and the Lion and the Yellow Brick Road. That's, the Wizard of Oz. That's it. So the Wizard of Oz. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So messages coming through here. I'll voice them in just a second. Let me just suddenly, like a flood coming in. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. Whew, like that little clink has opened, the veil is thin. Suddenly all these messages flying through. Let me try and hear this. Okay, so for some of you, I think you've really felt crushed by something or someone. It's pushed you to your breaking point, it's pushed you to your limits, and it's really caused you to feel quite broken-hearted. Almost like even just, there's a rawness around you, a sensitivity. It's like you look at the troubles of the world, and it's almost really difficult for you to even kind of, like, if you watch the news, it's more than you can bear, because your sensitivity, there's a rawness here, because you've had enough of something. Stuff has been going on. It's not okay. And really, truly, you are being honoured here massively for your capacity to have remained on an even keel despite what's been going on around you. We are assured, absolutely assured, and there's messages coming through. Really, this is what's flooding in. Messages coming through that are saying, look, have faith, this will come to an end. This is going to get sorted. The outcome that's needed will happen. There's so much reassurance coming through here. So much support. Some of you, you've really had to step up as well, and it wouldn't necessarily have been your choice, or it wouldn't have been necessarily what you were wanting to do with your time or your energy. Archangel Gabriel, communication, the Rooster and Sunflower, a card of communication. I think I'm going to just draw more cards to find out, you know, what blessings are coming your way. This is just really, at the moment, there's just so much support and respect coming for you. There is another really clear message, actually, which is to do with your position of leadership, your position of authority. And what they are also saying to me very clearly is, even though this has been really challenging, you have, through this, learned to really step up in a way that commands respect and authority. You know, you're learning increasingly to hold the higher vision, the higher viewpoint, and to do it in a way that will offer leadership to others, you know, through example, as well as your direct methods of communication. You know, the sunflower is a flower that it's often the very tallest and the biggest and the brightest in the garden. And yeah, they're actually saying to you, and look at this card here too, look at the brightness above you. Interestingly enough, without this challenging circumstance, I don't know whether you would actually have stepped into your fullest potential in terms of your sense of authority, your sense of knowing that, yeah, your level of awareness is a really good one. You have something to offer, your leadership. But you've also learned to do it really peacefully. Like holding the light, even at a time when everything else around you, it doesn't feel like it's on solid ground. I mean, this turtle doesn't feel like it's on, I won't say there's nothing wrong. This is beautiful. This turtle is gliding through the universe. I want to almost say, for some of you, journeying between the worlds. I actually think for some of you, even though there's been some challenging stuff, it's reinforced your spirituality, it's reinforced your connection with the divine. For some of you, I actually do feel with Othilla separation. Firstly, I do need to say it's come through. They really are saying this period will come to an end. There's something that has been difficult will come to an end, and the desired outcome will come. But I actually feel, I'm seeing some of you really stepping into a place where you become an authority. And it may be some of you in almost like I say a spiritual leader, but it could be someone that people look to within the community, within the family. For some of you, genuinely a spiritual leader in a method, whatever your delivery. Maybe you could have a YouTube channel or be doing something, or whatever you are, whatever the gifts and the blessings are. We'll explore those in just a moment. Interestingly enough, this is partly what has actually caused you to have this heightened level of awareness and insight, and to have that voice. Gliding between the worlds. Now, some of you you're developing incredibly good psychic abilities, clairvoyance, clairaudience. All of these things are coming to you. Literally, I think that they wish, for some of you, there is a wish to speak through you. Mediumship. If any of you are considering mediumship, we are being definitely shown that it's not all of you. This is some messages. Obviously, I'm going to voice as many messages as come through today. This is an open general reading. We're asking those on the other side who walk with you, love you, guide you, for information about the blessings that are coming to you. We are being shown, for some of you, that literally is mediumship. I think that they wish to communicate through you. Let's continue. May we have information for our beautiful pile too. What blessings are coming their way? Is this right? I'm not sure. Interestingly, that just didn't feel quite... Oh no, it was right. I had a little moment of hesitation. Now, what is that about? Let's have a look. It'll become clear to us. It will become clear. Okay, there are your cards. Both of them showing up. Knight of Wands and Three of Pentacles. What a stunning card. Okay, and then we have more information, please, for reading 2. Okay, what do we have here? So, first of all, we have the Knight of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Now, these cards for me are looking magnificent. Okay, with the Knight of Wands coming in on a unicorn and the 3 of Pentacles, there's a celebration. But look at the connection here. Look at you receiving. It's like you, I said, you know, clairvoyance, mediumship, clairaudience. It's like you become a medicine wheel. You become, you know, a stone circle. If you think of a stone circle as a point of, it's like a transmitter, you know, like you get these radio aerial masts dotted around the countryside that are transmitters for mobile phones, and they have all sorts of bits attached to them. This is like a natural transmitter, a space where energy is heightened. The veil is thin, we know that right now, but this is that there are places where the veil is thin. There are places where energy and information can be experienced, transformed, and I'm seeing you becoming that vessel of transformation. You become like one of those, a mobile aerial mast, a receiver and a transmitter. It's going to be heightened. It's really clear, absolutely going to be clear, and that's going to inform your role. Because I do see you with the Knight of Wands riding in like a knight in shining armour on a unicorn with a golden mane and tail. I do see you being a pioneer in something. Yeah, there is a major blessing coming to you. It's like whatever you may think your calling and purpose is, this may take you into it in real terms. Or, alternatively, you might even find it's something else. Whatever your current circumstances, the level of integrity of warrior energy, spiritual warrior energy that it's activated in you, it's been a bit of an endurance test for some of you, but my goodness me, it's worthwhile. We have the Page of Cups. Oh, it's a capybara. Isn't that gorgeous? I love capybaras. Beautiful capybara with, look at these magnolia blossoms. Hey, look at this. This is just beautiful. So we've got a crescent moon and then a full moon, a full red blood moon, a harvest moon. And the 9 of Pentacles with a bear sleeping in his cave with an abundance of wealth and resources. How interesting. And this lotus flower here as well with the capybara. So I wish to say to you, beautiful souls, it's not just a purpose and a calling. 7 of Vessels, Mourning, and the Hooded Man. This is the, I guess, the Hermit here. 7 of Cups. This endurance test, however challenge, I'm just going to call it that for want of a better way of saying it. This endurance test that has literally peeled back the layers to such levels of, yeah, I almost want to say broken-heartedness, sadness, but also knowledge, awareness. Real wisdom, real hard-earned wisdom from actual experience. What has happened, and is this situation is coming to an end that's around you, but you're going to be able to use it. It's given you something, and not only are you going to be able to use it, but it is going to bring you in a really, really, really beneficial, significant, I want to say income. It's that point where a calling becomes, or a hobby becomes a career. A calling becomes a purposeful direction in which you are actually paid properly for your time and your skills. Your receivership. People pay you to be you because you are you. They pay you for the essence of who you are. I'm seeing you hold it with great humbleness. But you're able to become that vessel, that receivership, with the bear in the cave. This is the west point on a medicine wheel. It's like a hall of mirrors where we retreat and we move into a space of reflection. It's like, again, as a seer, as a receiver. If you are thinking of studying anything like counseling, astrology, if you read cards, or you're thinking of learning to read cards, any of these kind of esoteric kind of fields of learning, I think they will really integrate into you very, very well and consolidate in you in a way that you can use them not only as a benefit to others, but as an income for yourself. I am seeing you become a seer. I'm seeing you become a shaman. I'm seeing you become whatever this is. This is you taking something forwards and being able to, it becomes your pathway. That's the real blessing here. And it is a real blessing. Not only is it a blessing, but you become a blessing. There's a huge amount of respect here for you. The blessing is the fact that you can earn a living doing something that is monumentally beneficial to everyone. And fundamentally, people are going to pay you to be you. They want to listen to you. They want to hear your skills. They want you to help them navigate that west point on the medicine wheel where they're tangled in the myriad of mirrors and they, and they're not sure how to move forwards. They want you to be able to assist them in looking back and processing that information so they can emerge and be okay, so they can heal a broken heart. It's like the very stuff that you've experienced is what gives you the greatest credibility to become that quiet leader. Almost you're someone who can lead people in the shadows or lead people through the shadows. Even this card of autumn, can you see here? It's an earth card and yet it's full of fire colours. And we have an image of the South Node, where we've come from. You can help people navigate from the past to a better future. You can help people overcome trauma, heartbreak, to mourn, to grieve, to process their experiences. You can help them find their way in the dark. This is your calling. It will be specific and unique to each of you, whether you are a counsellor, a healer, a reader, but your calling has been sharpened and heightened. The Beltane energy, the veil being thin, you're being clearly guided here. Big respect is coming through from the other side. Big respect. You can become a voice for them. You can become someone who assists people. You could be a soul midwife. You could be any of these callings. It will be unique to you. You will leave behind the world, I almost want to say the world as you know it will be left behind. It doesn't mean you won't have an abundant material world, because actually the point is you are going to have an abundant material world because of this. You can charge for your time. Giving up something that was like your day job, whatever that was, and even for some of you the day job was an endurance test. You probably really, really with great patience supported people endlessly. And now it's time to follow your, I want to say your true calling. It's your true calling at this point in your life, okay? Because our calling can change. This is leaving behind one way of life and stepping into the new and utilizing your incredible gifts, which are now heightened and have been heightened, even if you weren't realizing it, over a long period of time of difficulty and endurance. Gradually, slowly but surely, you have been developing and learning the skills needed to make you an expert, a leader in your field and a leader in this field. You have a contribution to make, to hold that pathway of the spiritual warrior, be the rainbow bridge of healing. Whatever this means for you individually, pile 2, my lovely, beautiful pile 2 people, I am giving you my hugest respect. And I wish to say, for those of you that are still stuck in something or feeling like it's never ending, big, loud and clear message, this will come to an end. If you are transiting out of something that felt like an endurance test and you just haven't yet found your feet, this will come to an end. Part of your movement forwards will be your recognition and ownership of such a heightened level of connectivity that the spiritual aspects of your gifts are to be heightened in ways that they form a really integral part of your career pathway, your learning, your teaching of others more than learning yourself. Not that we ever stop learning, but yeah, it's a big shift. A very, very big shift where this is now the purpose. And as I said, it brings you in an income, so it's super fab. It's a win-win for everyone. Big respect. And I'm just seeing shed loads of respect coming in. I feel like there's almost like this little cheer going off and rippling out. You know, when you sit, I imagine, I've never actually done this. I've never stood in a stadium of people. But I'm kind of seeing myself almost with people, layers and layers and layers of people, like ancestors moving outwards, and lots of people gathered around in a big circle, like an amphitheatre, not a stadium, an amphitheatre, with you in the middle. And I feel like they're all kind of like doing little claps. It's like I feel like you're getting a standing ovation with, and this sort of like, yeah, now you're here now, so now you've arrived. This is the point when you can now, you know, we're here, we're communicating with you, we're communicating through you, we're supporting you, we're guiding you, and you will be a guide of others in one way, shape or form. And it is, I just see this phenomenal circle of support around you as a voice of the spiritual warrior. This is the blessing, and it is a blessing indeed. It also honours the fact that you are a blessing, and all that you either have been through, for some of you still transiting out of, but yeah, that will come to an end, and this is what's coming, and what a blessing indeed. Pile 2, I am sending you all the love in the world, truly, truly. Beautiful souls, thank you for honouring me and my channel and being here. Tons and tons and tons of love. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you'd like to get notification of any of my readings as soon as I post them. And do check out the various links in the information box below and in the pinned comment, because I'll put links to anything and everything that may be useful, interesting and helpful to you. Tons and tons and tons of love, beautiful soul. Hey, pile 3, welcome. We have this beautiful piece of aragonite, the energy of the earth goddess. Now you have Sewelu, the rune of wholeness, which tends to indicate, I mean, this is a really powerful rune. It's like an emergence, a becoming whole, a path that you need to follow. We have the rune of joy, which is just beautiful. This is a new dawn, a new opening. And then we have the rune of movement, which is like something building and gathering momentum. The emotion intellect card, it's very interesting. Very aware of looking at the colours just here. It looks like the aragonite, as if you're grounding something here. Before we dive any further into interpretations, let's draw your cards, beautiful souls. We are asking your loved ones, those who love and guide you on the other side while the veil is so very thin, to come through and give us information about the next blessing that is arriving in your world, the next blessing, optimism, gift, whatever that may be. May we please have information for reading 3, please, for my beautiful pile 3. May we have information, please, from those on the other side. That is 4 cards. We'll use them all. Okay. What do we have on the reverse? A reddening. Okay. So we have a snake. And we have the fox and the ivy. Adaptability. Okay. Iosis, reddening. Look at this. We then have the sun, and then we have, I am now starting to get a little bit excited about your reading. Look at, I just want to say, look at all these snakes. Look at this. We have reddening, we have yellowing, we have darkening. Oh, I have never actually in this pack, in the time I've been using it and shuffling, I've never had these 3 cards together. That is the first time I've ever seen this. I'm going to place them together over here. I just feel they need to kind of sit together they're like pieces of a jigsaw, aren't they? I mean, look at that. Is that going to work? Yeah, put it up here a bit more. I'm going to make sure you can see them all, but I've actually never drawn these 3 cards together. So this is feeling like very powerful, very, very, very relevant. And look at the way things are slotting together, things falling into place. I'm just aware I'm going to want to be drawing more cards. I need to make sure I've got room. Yeah, I feel like something is coming together, like the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. Something in your world is about to come together. Emotion, intellect, it's about balance. The sun, the creativity of the sun, the energy of the sun, the vitality of the sun, joy, movement. Let's place that over here. I think for the first, before diving into this little jigsaw puzzle, I'm going to draw some of your tarot cards first, actually. May we have information. What blessing is coming to reading 3? Nine of Cups. Would you look at that? Now, if any of you, literally, directly, I need to say, if any of you are trying to become pregnant, the blessing will happen. It will come. It's a really clear message. That one too. Wow. Okay. May we have more information, please, for pile 3. What blessing is coming, and any messages from those who are loving and guiding reading number 3. Those who walk with you from the other side. Messages from the other side. May we have messages from the other side, please, as well, for those who love and guide. May we have another card, please, for pile 3. May we be given another card for pile 3. That's your card. Okay. So 10 of Bows, responsibility. And the Seer. Okay. Let's put those cards here. Let's look at this card here. We have the Star. Do you know, I knew the Star was coming. I knew that card was coming. When the Seer came out, I thought, yep, we're in the territory of the Star. How interesting. So, let me just absolutely reinforce. Yeah, is it like a child's hand? Let me reinforce that if any of you have been having any issues of fertility, those issues are going to be resolved. Now, when I say fertility, I want to just voice that fertility could also be, the creation of other things in your life. But quite genuinely, anyone that has issues of fertility, pregnancy, I think this is going to come through. It's going to get sorted. Beautiful souls, I'm just going to move this down because I feel like I want these, our lower level of cards, to be invisible, and then we'll have a look at these. Now, do you know, the first really loud and clear message that is coming through here, loud and clear. So we've, aside from fertility, which is very, very clear, part of this, and it does connect exactly to that message, if any of you have had difficulty with fertility, right, you are now ready. That is the message. You are ready. You are ready. You're ready to arrive. You're ready to have something. You're ready for something to come to you, to be yours, to be had, to grow, to evolve. You are ready. I mean, this feels like a reading that celebrates all of the preparation that you've gone through, all of the learning, all of the testing, to arrive at a place where all of the adaptability that you've learned, the resilience, you've done the work, you're absolutely ready. It is now time. You know, you've been to the moon and back to try and achieve something. You are now ready. It's like this is now the moment when the universe can give back to you. Okay? It's like the gift of a lifetime. For some of you, that could be the gift of a child, however this comes. Okay, even if it's not fertility directly in terms of literally you becoming pregnant, it's maybe you will adopt and it will be successful. Whatever this is, whatever you wish to bring forth, this is it. I feel like the sun and the universe is saying, right, you've done the work. It's time for us to gift you. It's time for us to give something back to you. This came through in another reading. There's so much astrologically going on at the moment, and obviously those of you who follow me and the Moon Magic Tarot channel, you will know that I post a reading usually on a Tuesday and a Friday, which will answer specific questions, at the moment often being tied into the astrological happenings. I'm looking at these cards. I'll turn them over for you in just a minute. It's like sneaky peeky, wow. But anyway, the gist of this, of where I was going with this, there's a ton of stuff astrologically going on. And there's definitely some stuff coming through at the moment about, it's really those people who have, they're often starseed people, they've just, you know, you guys are spiritual warriors, you've done the work. And now the universe is saying, my hat goes off to you, I want to give you something back. I want to give something to you. I want to gift you with something that you've really been wanting, something you've been visioning in. You have done the work. You are really nearing a completion point. It's like a homecoming, which of course is how it is with pregnancy too. There's a homecoming, a gift. Now, your two cups here, Page of Cups and Queen of Cups. What these cards are telling me, this came out in one of the other readings actually, capybara and the beautiful orca whale. What these cards are saying to me is, I think it's going to move quite quickly. I think it's going to happen quite quickly for you. There is a blessing coming to you. Your first message, loud and clear. And it is really interesting. I'm feeling around me in terms of those on the other side. I'm feeling around me, there's a very parental, it's not necessarily your parents, it's both parental and grandparental, okay? These are the people that are standing around. I'm really feeling that strong presence. It's real family, kind of like, I say real family, I was going to say blood family, but I will rephrase that, because they're people that you would have considered your blood family. So for some of you, this is either a parent or a grandparent there for you, or grandparents. For others, it could be an aunt, an elderly aunt, uncle. It's somebody who is older than you. It's someone either from your family or someone who looked after you, or, you know, like the family we choose rather than the family we're born to. Or like a neighbour, an elderly neighbour, or an older person who looked out for you. For some it could even, for some of you, yeah, for some of you it's even a teacher. If you were having a tough time at home, and this person has long since passed over, this person is somebody who they carried a position of responsibility and they were able to intervene or to take you to one side in a very parental way, a healthy parental way. They were very boundaried. Somebody who was there for you, solidly grounded, there for you. And part of, they helped you to be adaptable. They helped you to develop resilience. They were a bit of a rock for you when things weren't going well. And even on occasions you may not have realised. You might have just thought it was somebody you knew and you'd have a little chat every day and it was just really nice, someone you touch base with, but they were looking out for you. For some of you, you will have known they looked out for you. You may have lived with them, stayed with them, and they'd have absolutely solidly been there for you. As I said, parents, grandparents, and although not always blood, many a blood family, for some of you, if it's not blood family, this is somebody who assumed the responsibility of someone who maybe like in a way that a parent or grandparent should have done. So yeah, your connection with them is very strong, and they really, really looked out for you. And they still do. They looked out for you in real life and they still look out for you now. So that's the people, your person that's coming through. You'll know who it is, you'll know, or they, because for some of you it is like I am seeing a couple. And again, very grandparenty looking, that kind of energy around them. Very protective of you, very protective. And yeah, they are, it's why we have the Nine of Cups here too. They're looking over you in a very parental, grandparenty way. What they are saying is you are ready. You've done the work. You've done the work. It's very interesting. I feel like there are choirs of angels as well around. I will have a sense of, I don't know whether you guys can hear that at all or pick up on it. Sometimes in the comments people will say, I can hear music in the background, and I may not even have been aware of it. But that's what I'm kind of hearing, choirs of angels. It's like they really, really are honouring you. With the orca whale, the Queen of Cups energy, with the orca whale, whales carry memory. Again, it's ancestors. They carry memories, they carry wisdom, it's a bit like tuning in. If you listen to whale music, you can hear, whale sounds. If you listen to whale songs, whales, just as Aboriginal people walk the song lines of the earth and they beat the earth, they stamp the earth with their feet, they're beating on the earth, they're keeping the earth energy awake and alive and vibrant and maintaining that connection. And when whales move, they also move along the song lines. They sing, they keep those song lines awake. You have been doing the work. You've been singing to the beat of a greater vision. You've been walking your talk. You've been singing to the rhythms of a higher vision for humanity, and you've been leading a life that honours that. You've been doing the work, both intellectually and emotionally. And this reading is here to honour you. Those that looked after you, nurtured you, loved you, and still love you, and still walk with you, are saying to you, it's your turn to receive. Now you can have, it's your turn to receive. We want you to take an ownership, to receive, with the Queen of Cups, to receive emotional satisfaction, to receive emotional self-esteem is coming through, emotional wellness, that satisfaction that knows you did a good job. Yeah. So I'm actually, for you guys, going to draw some more cards because you're ready and something is going to gather momentum. I'm not sure what it is, and because this is a general reading, we may not be given much information, but I am going to draw a few more cards for you because I am curious. But the people around you here, and I'm seeing like family groups, which is interesting because reading 1 and 2, information and those that were coming through were very different. This is family groups. It's, yeah, your, as I said, your blood relatives or those who took the role of a blood relative. They are singing your praises, absolutely singing your praises. And I do, it's that chorus of angels. I feel like they're all in family clusters getting together, and it's got the energy of that incredible collective voice when people sing together, kind of like in a cathedral, and the ambience of that, of the architecture, enlarges it. It sends it up like a unity, a chorus, a prayer. And that's the level of energy that's around you. You are ready to transcend or to receive because of that. You are ready to receive. Something's going to come into your world, a blessing that will transcend or allow your world to transcend to a whole new level. Now, I don't know what that is beyond the fact that it's a real gift and your readiness to receive it, which is fab. Let us ask, can we be given more information? What might we see? I think I'm going to use some more of the Dreams of Gaia tarot. May we just have some indications, if at all possible, as to how this might manifest. Okay, so we have the Two of Earth. This is material wealth. This is like a new hope. If you've got any health issues, I think we're going to see an improvement. If you are having any money issues, this is like Two of Pentacles. If you've had any money issues, anything like that, the physicality, the actual physicality of your world. Now, isn't this interesting? Just look here that this is, there's so much ivy in her hair. And this is the fox and the ivy, adaptability. What I want to say to you about this arriving is as well, ivy is a really interesting energy because it can climb a tree, and if it gets too powerful, it will bring a tree down, you know. So if there's anything that's been holding you back, you become the master of that, because there's only a little, her crown is not completely of ivy, it's of ivy and of oak. There are acorns, there are eggs. Yeah, this is a beautiful, oh, my apologies, my computer just made a very loud noise. But this is this as well, bearing in mind these are Beltane readings. The goddess, what do we have? The earth goddess of fertility. Fertility, of course. The timing is so right for you guys. You're ready. Super Souls, during this period where I've done a ton of other readings around, because I post readings, which I've probably already said, around on a Tuesday and a Friday, but I've been doing readings on the Mercury retrograde energy. What's the purpose of that? How is that affecting you personally? I've done readings on the eclipse season. Do check out these readings, because we are in this incredible portal of potential here, and it will affect us all differently. But for you guys, this is a period of fertility. This is about you receiving. This is about the universe saying, you've done the work. What would you like? Put your order into the universe and I will deliver. Check out as well my, I did a moon month video where I've given a rundown of the entire moon month from the new moon, which was a new moon eclipse in Aries, all about new beginnings. And there are all zodiac sign readings in there for the entire moon month as well, and there are extended readings too, so do check them out. What I want to say to you guys, this is a time when you get to receive, you get to grow. Ivy grows prolifically. It's why it can do a takeover bid, and we have to sometimes keep it in check, but this is you in balance. So anything to do with health, money, actual stuff, you can expect to see a movement, a gathering of momentum, joy, that something arriving. If you never ever buy a lottery ticket, I can't say that you're going to win it, but this would be a month, a moon month, when I would be going out. If I were in your position reading 3, if this were my reading, I mean, at least I'd want to be in it to win it, you know, as they say. But whatever this means for you, it could be health, it could be small amounts of resources coming in that help you to move forwards. But one way or the other, the physicalness of your world, we're seeing stuff coming to you. that gives you, it's the resources you need. We then have wisdom. Okay, so the blessing for others, actually, that's coming, is literally you are going to be shown. Oh, this is lovely. For some others of you, you're ready, we know. For some, this will arrive in terms of material stuff, health stuff. For others, you'll gain clarity about something. Something where maybe you've been kept in the dark. Again, we've got ivy here. Look at the ivy growing up in this instance around this figure and inside this cave. You'll gain clarity. You'll see clearly if there's something that's been holding you back, clinging to you, the residue of a past situation, something clinging that you have felt you can't break free from. You will clearly see how to come out of that cave. Okay, you'll know what to do and you'll know when to do it. You'll be given that gift of sight. You will know exactly how and what to do as you need to. And listen to songs, I'm hearing. Yeah, right. Your person, your I'll call them your family, blood or otherwise, who are here for you. Keep hearing those singing voices. You might find they either sung some songs to you, maybe as a child, like nursery rhyme songs. Yeah, I'm hearing Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Isn't it interesting? Yeah, there's childhood nursery rhymes. They may have had a favourite song. There may have been a song that they used to play on the radio, or records as well, you know, older stuff. Yeah, listen for songs, listen to music as well. If you're not certain about something, switch on the radio and the words will come in a song that will bring you the wisdom and the guidance. They're going to communicate through music. They can communicate through music to you. It'll be one of the forms of communication and you'll know they're with you. A song will just pop up, or you can just ask in your mind. You don't have to say it out loud. Could you give me some information? I need some help here. And they'll give it to you. It will be in the words of a song. Really hearing that message coming through clearly. For some of you, you'll know, if music was important to your person or your people, you'll know what I mean and you'll know who it is. Okay, what else? What other areas of wonderfulness are coming? What blessings are coming for reading 3? Okay, Queen of Fire. Okay, this is about passion, energy, vitality, creativity. If you've had writer's block, well, I'm going to say that would be removed, but you're ready to receive something. Something's being given to you. You might find that some of you, if you've been in a situation where you felt restricted, you'll get liberated from it. There'll be freedom. But for some of you, I think it's something coming into your world that will fire you up. You'll want to get out of bed in the morning. You'll feel passionate. It could be an idea. You'll see something. But there's definitely a sense of independence in this card. Freedom, liberation. If you get an idea, follow it through. Look at the colours here of the sun. Yeah, if you get an idea, take action to bring it forth, because it's going to be very successful. You're ready to receive. And indeed, if you get that idea, go with it, go with the flow. You're ready to receive. And, you know, we are looking at abundance really here. A change in your financial circumstances. Another card coming through. Now, this is interesting. Okay, so this is curious, because this card, you know, the 5 of Earth. Sometimes this card means that there's something going on in the background. There's a shadow. Can you see this shadowy figure here? It's a bit of a trickster energy, this card. Yeah, if there's something going on behind the scenes, it'll get sorted, because you're ready to receive. And this is favourable. It is, everything is fertility, favourableness, you're ready. Yeah, if there's been anything going on in the background that's been getting in the way, I think it'll just be sorted. It'll be removed. Game players will be removed. And you'll find yourself back in that space of, I want to say, on top of your game. Okay? If there's been somebody not being completely upfront around you and you felt either uncertain as to how to move forwards or anything like that, yeah, I'm seeing you being on top of your game in something, and the kind of, almost as well for some of you, overcoming the shadow aspect of your own personality. We all have shadow aspects, things that we have to work through. You've done the work, you're ready to receive. You can get out of your own way. That kind of stuff is coming through in your reading here. Hey, beautiful souls. Do you know, I'm really still inclined to have some more. I feel like, yeah, I'm just going to go with this. I feel like there's at least a couple more to come through in the areas that were being shown for you. That is one. Is there another for us too? Yeah, I do think that is the one. Okay. What else do we have here? Okay, death and rebirth. How interesting. And then we have journey. Okay, right. Yeah. What this is actually saying to us, both of these cards, rather than the specifics, this for me is an affirmation of what these snakes here, and look at the snake here, and the egg. This is an affirmation of what we were already being shown here. In fact, if I move these up, move these over here, just for a mo, I think that you can still see everything. Yeah, because this really is an affirmation here. Look, you're ready to embark on a new pathway. You're ready to take charge of your choices. You are ready to receive. I want to say ready to receive in more than one area of life. It's time for you to begin afresh, to have stuff. You've done the work. There is honouring of you. There is praising of you. There is, you deserve it. There's a real bigging up of who you are and the pathway you've been on. It is time for you to receive. It is time for you to enter a phase of fertility. It is loaded with blessings for you. We've made some inquiry here. We know that there's that essence of fertility, and really they are really wanting you to know as well, those that are walking with you, you'll know who they are. These are grandparental or parental figures, family, blood or otherwise. They really want you to know that they walk with you. They are rooting for you. They walk with you. Any areas of conflict are being removed. You're going to be at the top of your game. Physical health improving, financial health improving, the stuff of life improving, your clarity, not being stuck and indecisive, passion. I did also say sensuality, sexuality coming through here as well. You know, this is the earth goddess. Beltane is the energy of, it's a fire festival, the queen of fire. It's a fire festival where the veil is thin. Your intuition, your capacity to communicate, to remove obstacles is heightened. Your sensuality, your sexuality, your ability to embrace the essence of what it means to enjoy being human in its fullest. The universe wishes to give back to you. It is your time to receive. And your family, blood or otherwise, who have passed over, are so proud of you. They are so proud of you. This is just this overwhelming message coming through. Absolutely overwhelming. So proud of you. And your world is ready to take off in whatever way is right for you. I am sending you the biggest hug in the world, beautiful souls. Tons and tons of love. This so aligns with the overall astrology. Do check out those other readings if they seem relevant to you. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to receive notification as soon as I upload anything and never miss a reading. I cannot tell you how honoured I am to be reading for you. Beautiful souls, tons and tons of love to you. I will put all the relevant links to Timeless Readings playlists and other stuff in the description box and in the pinned comments, so scroll down, check out anything that may be relevant to you. Super souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Tons and tons of love, and have an amazing time. This is beautiful and so deserved. Oh man, they're so proud of you. They are just so proud. Tons of love, tons and tons of love.